Hi and welcome. You're watching another TBC 24/7 live broadcast on We Are Giving Away Cryptocurrency to You. So come and get yours. TBC stands for the Billion Coin, cryptocurrency that came out 2 years ago, and it was purposely not put on the coin market cap. We did not want to lose complete control of that coin. And when you put a coin on the trade market, it gets traded and the value goes up and down. And so it kind of remains volatile. And it's tough for business people, merchants, retailers, service providers to have faith enough to accept a currency that's constantly going up or down. Now, if it was going up all the time, of course they would take it. But if it's on a market can crash when the rich dump their coins on purpose, and then they can lose. And so we, meaning the admin, the creators of our coin, we've got a mission behind our coin, right? And that mission is to eliminate global poverty, okay? So in order to do that, we have to keep some control of the coin, the distribution of the coin. And we do that by hanging on to our wallet system. You have to get your wallet from us. This way we can control how we distribute our coin, because the blockchain obviously is decentralized. But if you've kept some centralization of your wallet, then you can prevent the rich from coming in and buying all your coins up and ending up over time doing their pump and dump like they do with their market system and end up with all the wealth. So that would deceive, the whole purpose of our mission. So the way the Billion Coin was created was, we're never going to create more than 1 billion coins, okay? Not 1,000,000,001, not less than 1 billion coins, that's it. And the way that we value the price of our coin is we have a private community. And when a person, any man, woman, child, living human being in the world registers as a member for free, okay, with the Billion Coin community, it raises the value of the coin. In other words, you and I create the value because we're the most valuable things on the earth, humans. So we are going to bring in 1 billion people according to that formula. Now, here's how the formula works. It's an algorithm that we built into the system. And what it does is when a person joins, it raises the value of the coin, of one of our billion coins by the value of 1 grain of gold. A grain of gold is the smallest measurement of gold. It's worth around $2.60 today. So every time someone joins, it raises the value of our Billion Coin by $2.60. If you're familiar with cryptocurrency, which I am assuming that you are, you wouldn't be watching this, but maybe you're not. Maybe you just came across this and you're just curious about what we're doing, what the Billion Coin is. What is cryptocurrency and why are they giving it away? Okay, if the value of our coin is based on people having it in their hands, then by us giving it away and getting it into your hands, it raises the value of our coin. And every time we do that, every time someone joins our community, it raises the value by $2.60. So if 100 people joined today, it would raise the value of one of our Billion Coins by $260. So we've been out for 2 years. We've got over 3 million members. And we started giving the coin away after our first year. Okay, we got 100,000 members our first year. And then we decided, not we, but the admin, because we as members cannot give the coin away. It would destroy the value of the coin. So until we get our first billion members, we have to sell the coin at the current value of what that coin is that day according to the membership. Okay, that has to be until we get to our first billion. When we hit our billionth member, then of course, admin or the creators of the coin will decentralize the wallet system and we're done. Okay, and all the members at that point can do what they want with their coins and it will never affect the value of the coin. Then we can give it away. Meanwhile, between now and then, admin, the creators of the coin, they have all these coins in the wallet, in their wallet, that need to get out and distribute it among the people of the world to eliminate global poverty. We need to bring abundance to everyone, not just a few. For instance, there's 7.6 billion people in the world. There's less than 3,000 billionaires. Less than 3,000. That is the problem with this world, and it has been a problem for decades and centuries. Why do we still have undeveloped countries? I never have understood that, but they understand it because they've got cell phones now. And they see countries like the United States of America, where I live. They see countries like Britain. They see countries like Australia and New Zealand and Canada. And they go, why doesn't our country look like that? I don't have an answer for them. Well, I do. Okay, it's the central bankers. The central bankers have always been there. And they've always had a way to collect the wealth of people and then turn around and lend out money, those people's money, to other people with interest attached and make more money. And then they go and they buy the politicians of a country, end up owning that government, and then stripping that country of its resources and leaving the people in poverty. Okay. Now, with the billion coin, if you're not familiar with cryptocurrency, a coin like Bitcoin, which was the first coin to come out, 2009, it can be divided. One coin could be divided by 100 million. Okay, it's kind of like a dollar, a US dollar, or a Federal Reserve note, can be divided by 100 pennies. That's all. But digital money can be divided by 100 million. So what do you call a division of a coin? You can't call it a Bitcoin because it's just, it could be part of a coin. When a coin gets expensive, you're going to be able to only purchase a division of that coin. Like Bitcoin right now, I haven't looked again. I should look. But I don't bother looking because I've just got it in my wallet and I just sit on it because I don't want to mess around trading it, because I know that over 12 months it's going to go up in value because of supply and demand. They're only making 21 million Bitcoins and that's it. But meanwhile, the price goes up and down, up and down. So the point is, division of a Bitcoin are called Satoshi coins. Satoshi, named after the man who created the blockchain technology in order to create his Bitcoin coin using a blockchain platform. He calls himself Satoshi Nakamoto. Don't know if that's his real name, but he's anonymous. He's unknown. Okay. But he did it really, really smart in the way he created that coin, that first coin. And he let it loose and walked away from it 2 years later, which was also a really good thing for him to do, because the miners out there, the ones that were anonymous in creating these coins, and the owners of the coins, Bitcoin, were kind of like, well, what happens if this Satoshi Nakamoto decides down the line that he's going to change the amount of coins he's going to create from 21 million to 41 million or 42 million? He doubles it. That's just going to wipe out the value of our coins that we're working so hard. And so he stepped away and said, okay, I'm out of here. You guys have it. And so that created a huge amount of faith, and that's why that coin succeeded. It took time because blockchain technology is not like social media on the internet. It's not like a chatting service. It's not even like a forum. It's not like YouTube. It's something that is a money that we're not used to seeing in our lives. We're used to being brainwashed basically into the lie that there's only one form of monetary economic system out there, and it's called the Fed, okay? A private bank, Federal Reserve Bank. And they took over our money system through a trader that they owned called Woodrow Wilson back in 1913. He was the president that won that year through a manipulation of the vote, through a manipulation of the election process. And Woodrow Wilson signed the Federal Reserve Act 3 days after he got in office and turned over our money to this private bank called the Federal Reserve. And they turn around and they lend our government money with interest attached. And in order to pay that interest, our government had to turn around and create another unconstitutional entity called the IRS and charge the Americans income tax, which to me is the worst form of tax you can be oppressed by. Okay, so I don't know where I was going with all this, but oh yeah, I was talking about divisions of the coin. The divisions of the billion coin are called Kringles, or the Kringle coin. The reason why we call it Kringles is because we are giving it away. Like Kris Kringle is Santa Claus, he gives gifts. Everyone that signs up gets a gift of free Kringles. They come in the form of what we call cookie points. When you sign up, it's really simple. You just fill out a registration form. In fact, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about, because if you're new, I want you to really understand how simple it is for you to get involved in something that will change your life, change the lives of your loved ones, your children, your grandchildren, your nieces, your nephews, your grandnephews and nieces, your friends, anyone that you care about. Okay. Okay, where did I want to go? I wanted to go to my actual link. Okay, hang on a second. See if I can get back to, oh yeah, it looks like it will. The information is below this video in the description. Okay, and what you'll see is a link that says, get your free Kringles now. Okay, and all you do is click on that link. Okay, and it will take you directly to your registration form. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that welcome everyone. You can see that. You're watching another TBC 24/7 live broadcast. Hang on a second. On we are giving away cryptocurrency to you. Okay. Let me get back here. And then, hi, Babas. I'm on a live broadcast. Okay, so let me share my screen. Soda? Oh, a new one? Yeah, because Linda wanted me to use these instead of the other ones. Okay. This is what it looks like when you get on your registration. When you click that link below, it says get your free Kringles now. You'll get on this registration form. And all it does is asks you for your full name. You could create, or you will create, a username. Okay, I usually always put my actual name in there with no spaces and all in small, no caps. My username is Paul Fisher. You put an email address in, you select what country you live in, and you make up a password. And you can always change that password later on. And that's it. You just click on here where it says I'm not a robot, and you hit submit. And then once you hit submit, then all it does, it just tells you that, okay, you're going to get an email. And when you get that email, open it up and click on the confirmation link. Okay. And when you click on the confirmation link, it will take you straight to your own website back office, which will look like this. And let me go ahead and share my screen again. Okay. This is what it looks like, right? And usually I think you land right on your profile page. Okay. And this is where you'll fill out, extra information like an alternative email address. And if you want, you can put your Facebook link in there. If you want, you could put your phone number. Now, you don't have to, okay? If you don't have anything or you don't want to put anything in there, you just put NA, okay, like that. But always put at least something in each space, even if it's just NA, which stands for not applicable, okay? And then it asks you some questions. You'll just pick one of the three questions. And then it gives you something that will ask you some questions that you'll put in the answers to secure your site. If you want to, you could put Skype in or you could put NA. And that's it. Okay. And then at that point, you could go down and look under cookie rewards down here. Okay, and if you click on that, it will show you your cookie rewards, your cookie points. Now, the gift that we're giving away is, let me get back up here. The gift that we give away is 25,000 Kringles, which is currently worth $2,100. So we're just giving that away to every man, woman, and child on earth for just signing up. Okay. So what happens is after you see that cookie rewards in your back office under cookie rewards, then it sits there and waits until we have a redemption month. And we have a redemption month twice a year, in May and in November. And during those months, a little green button will show up under your cookie points, and it will say redeem. Okay, so all you have to do is just click on that redemption button, and all those cookies disappear and they show up as real Kringle coins in your wallet that you can immediately spend. The reason we do that is we discovered last year when we were just giving the coins away that a lot of people didn't take, it's not like they didn't take it seriously, they didn't give it value, especially in the beginning, because the gift was worth only about $20. And they still accepted it. We grew from 100,000 to 3 million, right? So they were happy to accept it. Oh, it's free. It's like a savings account. It's going to go up in value every day as more members come in. Okay. You know, and a lot of them brought in their friends, but a lot of them just didn't stay involved. They didn't give it real value. They didn't stay on top of things, because we are a community. We're different than, you know, going out there and buying a coin that's on the coin market cap and basically you're on your own, unless you do your own massive research on what everybody else is doing. And it's kind of tough. But we have a real community where we stay in contact with each other through all kinds of methods, okay? And including the creators of our coin admin, which stays in contact with us through a blog posting system that he's had since a couple of weeks after he came out with the coin, or they came out. We call him. It's a team, right? But he calls himself Chris Kringle because he gives out the gift. But now, since we have created a brand new, really, really high-tech blockchain platform 2.0, where we can do transaction speeds as fast as Visa and MasterCard all over the world. Because if your coin doesn't operate like on those kinds of speeds, then how are we going to have a world economic system with a coin? Bitcoin can only do 7 transactions a second. Visa and MasterCard can do, well, they're averaging 2,000 or 3,000 a second, because that's basically all the business that they're doing. During Christmas time, they'll get up to 6,000 transactions per second. But I mean, being as it's just electricity and servers and there's no blockchain, they could get up to 50,000 transactions a second if they needed to. But they wouldn't need to unless we had, you know, 5 times the amount of people on the earth that we do now. Okay, the point is, we are the only other coin that has those kind of speeds. We're doing 2,000 to 3,000 now transactions per second. Okay, so that's another reason why we are doing these live videos, to get the word out that not only are the masses of people starting to come into the entire cryptocurrency field, because they realize that that money is not only real, but it's an option to protect their wealth that they have in fiat currency, in that Western debt-based economic system, okay, like stocks, okay, IRAs, retirements, 401ks, these things that are based on the market, which could crash and eliminate their future. It's just like gold. You know, they always tell you, hey, get some gold, have some gold set aside. Purchase a little bit of gold to have as an option to protect your wealth. Because if it crashes and it doesn't come back for a while, you're going to need something to barter with. Gold, silver, platinum, precious stones, cryptocurrency. That's right. So we are more than just an option, okay? Because we control the distribution of our wealth, and we can actually distribute it out fairly evenly among our first billion members, then we are going to have our own economy, period. No matter what other things people are doing out there, countries, governments, if they're repatriating and putting their money system back on gold, great. The more, the better. It's what's going to happen here in America very soon. It has to. We've gone since 1971, when they took us off the American gold standard. We haven't had anything back in our currency, nothing whatsoever. It's worthless. Okay. Its only value is the value they tell us that it is. And we have to have faith that that's what it is. And that's what we do. We don't have a choice, right? There's nothing else to barter with. Yeah, we can trade something. We can trade, a car for a boat, amongst ourselves, right? We can trade a chicken for a duck. But if we're going to use a money at the grocery store, we have to use Federal Reserve notes. We have to use the private banking's money. It's not ours. Okay, we lost our money in 1913. Okay, so this is the problem, and we are a solution, not just an option, a solution, because we can control our coin, whereas all the other coins out there cannot. Okay, we are the first. Now, we're not going to be the last abundance-based coin. There's another one coming out a year from now, because people are starting to wake up to the power of what cryptocurrency can really be. It's just like an education thing. It's just like the internet. When it came out, very few people got on. Only the ones that really knew about the technology of what the internet was and the capabilities got on right at the beginning. It took about 5-6 years till the mid-90s. Between 95 and 2000, that's when the masses came in, when they realized what they can do with it, right? When they had enough education, enough people were talking about it. Well, what can you do? Well, gosh, there's forums. If you're into some subject, you could get on a forum and talk about it. You could talk to other people, yeah, all over the world. So then, of course, after 2000, then you've got the search engines coming out like Google, and turned our computers into little miniature libraries. And social media started to come out, chatting service came out, and it just went crazy. And it's never disappeared. It's only gotten better. That's exactly what has happened with blockchain technology. Came out in 2009, and it has only doubled in its availability and power and technology improvements every 18 months. Okay, that's why people are starting to build their own blockchain platforms now with higher transaction speeds, so they can make their coin more available to the world. But if they put it on a market, then it's only going to be an option. It will not be a solution to global poverty. People have talked about eliminating global poverty since I was a kid. It hasn't happened. It's not going to happen. The system that owns our world's economy is not going to allow that to happen, plain and simple. So we have to bring that system down. It's going to implode on its own. Okay, the central bankers, the Fed, is going to implode on its own. It's been over 40 years now with a completely 100% debt-based system. So it's just, they can't keep making money out of nothing. They've devalued the US dollar from 1913 by 97, 98% of its worth back then. How can it get worse? The only thing they can do is back up their system by gold, bringing gold back. They're not going to do that until the system crashes, and then they're going to try. But in the meantime, there's something else going on in America, something else going on all over the world. All you got to do is take a look. Countries are putting gold back on their systems. Russia has already done it with their ruble. China's doing it with their yuan. Venezuela has created its own cryptocurrency and backed it by its own gold. Okay, in order to get around the sanctions that were put on that country by the central banking system, which ended up starving the people. Well, we're not going to let you sell your gold, your oil, unless you continue to use our money and do what we tell you. Well, Maduro said no. They tried to kill him the other day. Okay, so this is the way they've operated for decades throughout the world, and of course here in the United States. They've owned all our presidents from Woodrow Wilson all the way through, except for John F. Kennedy, Ronald Reagan, and Donald Trump. And now the timing is right. With this technology we have today, we can actually create our own economy and bring the money back into the hands of the people. We can, meaning the Patriots and Trump, can put our money, create a whole new currency and back it by gold and say adios to the central bank. And how can we do that? Well, we have to audit the bank. Being a private bank, it could be audited, but it's been so powerful over the decades that it's never been audited. Not anymore. We're going to audit that bank, and then we're going to show the entire world what that bank has been doing for decades. And that's going to be the end of the central banking system. Okay, but they're not going to go down without a fight. And there's going to be a transition period. So again, having a little cryptocurrency is going to be nice. It's going to be something you want. Having a little bit of that fiat cash on hand is going to be good in the beginning, because right before it completely collapses, you're going to see inflation go crazy. And if you want to go to the store and buy food that used to cost $5 and now costs $15, what are you going to do? Okay, especially if the banks close and have a holiday and say we're not going to give you the money you have in a bank. Or they'll say, well, because we're in such bad shape and we got to get the gold back on, and we'll give you $200 or $300. We'll let you take that out every week at the ATM. Well, what if you can't live on $200 or $300 a week? Okay, so we always tell people to just use common sense. There's nothing to be afraid of. Just use common sense and know that there's going to be a transition period. And you may want to have a little bit of extra cash. You might want to have some cryptocurrency. It's the easiest thing to carry around and not get ripped off. Okay? It's kind of hard to do that with gold and silver. But if that's what you got, that's good. A little food, non-perishable canned food or whatever, would just be nice to know you've got. It'd be nice on your mind. Okay? Fresh water or water filters, systems. A little extra medicine if you're on medicine. Just little common things. No biggie. Okay? But under Trump, it won't be anywhere near as bad as if it ended up that the central banking system won the narrative and blamed everything on Trump. Oh, it was his trade wars, his tariffs, all this stuff. It's all Trump's fault. Well, it's not going to happen. Okay, that wasn't the plan. But no matter what happens, no matter what the world does, money is intertwined with everything. Politics, everything. And if the people, like it says in our Constitution in America, we the people, well, we can be the people. The entire world are we the people. If we have our wealth in our own hands, then there's nothing to stop us. We are completely free. We are no longer slaves. We can do what we want, buy what we want, build what we want, create what we want. And there's abundance in this world that's unlimited. It's unlimited. There's no end to the amount of food, no end to the amount of fresh water that we can create. There's no stopping. There's nothing that we don't have, that we can't do, and each of us have whatever we want. Of course, that means we need like-minded people, especially that first billion. Out of the 7 billion people that we have on Earth, we need 1 billion like-minded individuals that are obviously not selfish, not greedy. They have no problem with everybody being wealthy. Okay? And it's not going to create a world paradise, because money can't stop hate, which is just the way humans are hardwired from birth. Can't stop hate, but we can stop all of the crime due to or motivated by lack. We can eliminate all the things out there the symptoms that come with poverty: hunger, disease, people living on the streets, illnesses, mental, physical illnesses. We can put everybody and get everybody the best of the best of the best. We can make humongous major changes to our lives, to our communities, to our countries. And this is what the Billion coin, the Kringle coin, our community is going to do, period. There's no stopping us. There's no stopping cryptocurrency because there's no stopping the blockchain technology, just like there's no stopping the internet. It's come, it's here, it's going to get better. That's all. The internet's going to be here forever. Blockchain technology will be here forever unless they come out with something that's even more better than blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is unbelievable in what its capabilities are. Not just with making coins, but just doing all kinds of things. Okay? But right now is the best time to come in. No, you haven't missed the boat with our coin. That's another thing. With Bitcoin, if you've missed the boat, okay? Back 9 years ago, you could have bought it for 1/10 of a penny, a coin. Now you have to pay $8,000 or whatever it is today per coin, or you have to buy a division of the coin. So it feels like you missed the boat, right? With the Billion coin, my gosh, we have the most expensive coin out there. One coin is worth $8.5 million. So how are you going to get a coin? Well, we're giving it to you, okay? Literally, we're giving you full Billion coins. We have ways of getting it into your hands for practically nothing by just making small purchases, or by doing a broadcast like this, or by sharing it with 100 family members and friends. We'll give you 10 full coins if you did that. I mean, there's so many things that we're doing because we have to get it into your hands. It doesn't do us any good to hang on to something that has no value unless the value is in your hands, because you are the value. Humans are the value. We need a billion. This is what we're doing. We're creating 1 million billionaires first. Not 2,200 and something. 1 million billionaires first. We want you to be a part of that. We want you to be part of that first million. Okay. Yes, we have 3 million people. The problem is they came in, they got the gift last year. It didn't cost them anything. They didn't give it any value. They didn't pay attention. They didn't look at the blogs every day. They didn't keep up. They're busy with their lives. They weren't really sure what cryptocurrency was, whatever it was. So when we migrated over to this new blockchain, we came up with a price that we hope will bring value to every single human that gets involved in our community. And that price is $10 a year. That covers your back office, where you can do everything and stay, connected to everybody. And it also pays for a lifetime wallet of no transaction fees. Every time you transact Kringles, you can transact all day long. If you're a shopaholic, this is your dream, right? Because you can shop all day long, do 100 transactions and not be charged one little tiny millionth of anything. Okay, you can't do that with the other cryptocurrencies. There's dozens of wallet systems out there. They're all going to charge you minor fees, transaction fees. Yeah, they're very, very small, but if they wanted to, they can raise their prices up, which they did last year. Bitcoin did, when everything slowed down and it was taking 2 days to 2 weeks to get a transaction to go through. 7 transactions per second, compared to MasterCard and Visa at 2,000 to 3,000 per second. They were in a world of hurt. So the miners started charging $5 a transaction, $10. I remember I sent somebody $15 during that time, and I didn't want to, but it was something that I needed to do, and it was for these individuals to do something with, and for this individual, and I sent her $15, and it cost me $15 in transaction fees. It cost me $30. to send her 15. Okay. But they came out, they forked, they came out with a new coin called Bitcoin Cash. That coin can do 130 transactions per second. So it did help a huge deal. But I think they're running into problems again. Point is, we went ahead and we blew everybody out of the water and created a blockchain system where we can do 2,000 to 3,000 transactions per second. Literally the fastest transacting cryptocurrency in the world. Now, some people you might hear, or if you're really familiar with cryptocurrency, you've heard about the Ripple coin, right? The Ripple coin, if you know, can do 1,500 transactions a second. But Ripple is not on a blockchain. It's not on a blockchain. It's just like Visa and MasterCard, electricity and servers. It's an open source coin, but it's not a cryptocurrency. Okay? All right. So we need to get this coin into your hands. We have all kinds of ways to get it into your hands. All we ask is that you take a look at the information below this video. If you're new and you have come across this video, and contact me if you need to. My information's down there. The information how to get started, get your free gift. Okay, we're $2,100. In fact, we're having a 500% bonus going on until the 21st of August. So right now, if you come in for free, well, $10 is going to cost you for your lifetime wallet. And, well, actually, you're paying $10 for your annual fee for your back office. And we throw in, as a bonus, we throw in the free wallet for lifetime. And then you get what's 5 times or 500% more than 2,100, $10,500. You'll get $10,500 right now until the 21st of this month. And it ends on the 21st because he started that promo, I believe it was around June 21st, and it went till July 21st. And that was going to be it. And then he decided to extend it one more month because he gives us extra points if we do a broadcast. And so he did it one more month, and he said, this is it. That's a hard date. The 31st is over. I'm not extending it anymore. Not that particular promo. Okay. So you've got, if you're listening to this and it's not the 21st of August yet, then yeah, please go down and join and get your $10,500 for free and sign up your one-day-old baby if you have one. Okay. And then do a broadcast. We'll show you how to do a broadcast. Hold your baby in your hands. Say, this is my baby's first broadcast. And then you could do the talking for 20 minutes. Okay. And then if you bought $100 worth of Kringles from me or anybody else that has enough Kringles that we don't mind selling them for the current Kringle price of that day, which today you'll get like 12 Kringles. Then the admin, when he sees the transaction go through on the blockchain, he will dump into your back office with cookie points enough cookies that will equal 1 full billion coin, currently worth 8.5 million. And when we hit our billionth individual, when our price maxes out and the algorithm shuts down, and the price never goes up after that, and it never goes down. And if the price of gold in 2 to 3 years, when we hit our billion, is the same as it is today, each coin is going to be worth $2.6 billion. It's not too good to be true because this is a technology that you've never seen before. So as soon as you realize that it's real, then you will come in. You will want to if you're like-minded. The $10 is not going to stop you. It won't stop the most developing countries where the people are still making only $1 or $2 a day. It won't stop them. It hasn't stopped them. It's a perfect price. And even though here in America, most of us, $10 is nothing. It's not even a decent pizza, right? The fact that we took it out of our wallet or whatever, our bank account, whatever, and spent $10, by the way, the creators of our coin doesn't accept Federal Reserve notes. They'll take Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum. Okay, and if you don't have that, contact me. I'll help you with that. Okay, because I've got Bitcoin, and there's a lot of us that have Bitcoin. Okay, and we will exchange Bitcoin for cash, or we'll just, you can send it to us with PayPal, and we'll go in and send your $10 of Bitcoin into the admin, and you'll be ready to go. Okay, we make it easy for you to get wealthy. Why? Obviously, why? Because you are the wealth. Okay, so that's why we're doing these broadcasts. We're getting the word out. YouTube is a fabulous way to get the word out, right? What would we do without YouTube? Or similar systems that are popping up, okay, right? That are a little less restrictive than YouTube and more free. In fact, blockchain has the ability to create. In fact, I think one's already available. It's called DTube. I think the D stands for decentralized. And you can create all the videos you want. They'll never be deleted. You can't delete anything that's on a blockchain. Okay, so yes, come and get yours. We're giving it away, $10,500 until August, $10,500 worth until August 21st. And then we'll go back to $2,100. Okay, for every man, woman, and child on the planet, until we get to our first billion people. Okay, we're on a 5-year plan. We're 2.5 years in. We're right on schedule. This is the greatest thing you ever found out about. I'm just telling you that. I just told you the greatest thing you'll ever hear about when it comes to finances. Okay, I'm going to go over and see if there's anybody that has any questions. Okay, I'm going to go over and see if there's any. Hi, Romeo. How you doing? Hi, Jules. Thanks. Steven, nice to see you. TBC Doc. Musa, love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on today. I know I mostly direct my broadcast towards new people because that's what I like to do. But obviously, you guys are doing videos. You're supporting us that are doing videos. You're learning. You're able to turn around and talk to others. And everything helps. Everything helps. And I've got so many things on my plate that I want to get to when it comes to what we can do with the Billion Coin. And each time that I accomplish something, I am going to jump on here and tell you guys about it. Okay? There's nothing stopping me except life, which tends to stop all of us, right? Normal life. But when we have a priority and we have a passion, we tend to make time, don't we? Okay. All right, guys, I love you. Thanks so much. I am scheduled for tomorrow. Or maybe I haven't even scheduled myself yet. What is tomorrow anyway? Wednesday. Wow, today's Taco Tuesday. Okay. I will see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time, same channel, 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Savings Time. And for those of you who are new, again, thanks for watching this. Go down below and get started. Let us help you. Let us help all the people that you love. We will show you how to do this. You will never experience anything so exciting in your life. All right? All right, thanks. I'm out.